Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write to you of the common salvation. He said, listen, I put everything in to remind you, to write to you, that salvation is not to be belittled, to set aside. I've come to you with all diligence to write to you that salvation belongs to everyone. It's open for all. It was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. Jude's like, I feel like I've got to write this letter. Because there's things going on in their lives and going on in the church that is going to be problematic if I don't write this letter to tell you, to encourage you, fight for your faith. So this morning, when I look at this, like I said, I like Jude. I mean, I like his personality. I like to get to know him more. But his first and foremost things is, listen, you need to fight for your faith. And you're like, why do I need to fight for my faith? What is it that I have to contend for? Why do I need to wrestle? Why do I have to grapple for it? Why do I have to try? And that grappling isn't to fight to destroy. It's to fight to hold on to. I mean, you think about your everyday life. The things that go on about your day-by-day journey. We have to grapple for our faith daily. Life goes a little sideways. Something doesn't go the way we want it to. And our faith gets that little voice of accusation, that little voice of doubt starts questioning our faith. You have to grapple for it. You have to contend for it. And you have to understand what contend and grapple means. If you've never been, how do I say this properly? If Hannah's watching, she's going to love this because I'm going to call her out. Hannah is going through the police academy in Greensboro. Hannah had to go through the red man suit this past week. She had to go through being tased a week or so ago. And she had to go through what they call a jiu-jitsu class, which all law enforcement take. It's a hand-to-hand. And what you do is you learn to protect your firearm for 3 minutes in a fight. You grapple to secure that handgun for your salvation, for your life, for your survival. And you fight as if you are the only person that is ever going to save you. And I say that because I've been in circumstances to where I was the only one fighting for my life because the guy I was fighting against was reaching for my sidearm. Unfortunately, Sarah and Mom were listening to the scanner that night. And we fought for minutes, which seemed like hours, and granted, it was only 2 or 3 minutes. But you fight for everything in your existence. You don't get tired. You don't get worn out. I'm sorry if you didn't sleep good. I'm sorry if you didn't feel right. I'm sorry if your life you didn't have a good day. It doesn't matter if you had your C4 or your Monster drink or 15 cups of coffee. It does not matter. You fight for your life. You contend for your existence in that moment. Jude is saying, contend for your faith. Your faith, that faith that you believe in, that gives you every bit of energy, the strength, the salvation, what the Lord has put in your life, the salvation, the power of the Holy Spirit, all that you have to contend for. You better be grappling that bad boy like it is your last moment of existence. Because guess what? It is. Contend. Earnestly contend. So it's not just you're going to wrestle for it. It means you're consistently. It becomes your priority to hold on to your faith. To hold on to your walk. The relationships you have with God.